Call of Duty's return to World War II is surprisingly a fast-paced rendition on the classic setting. It provides a good campaign, a great new mode multiplayer, and a creepier, dense version of zombies. However, each part of Call of Duty World War II suffers from inconsistencies and minor flaws that hold it back from being a landmark in the series. Still, it's a solid Call of Duty game, and I've enjoyed the many hours I've already poured into it. World War II's campaign features a personal feeling but typical war story. It follows Private Daniels through expected pivotal moments like D-Day and the liberation of Paris. Over the 6-hour campaign, I slowly but surely found empathy for Daniels and his squad.
Hey, that's huge!
Right.
I appreciate that tension between characters drove much of the drama instead of some Nazi supervillain. Unfortunately, some of the big, action-heavy moments feel at odds with what World War II tries to do with its somber tone. Daniels isn't the only star of the campaign. World War II sets him aside for specialty missions that feature more variety and other interesting characters. They help highlight the work of soldiers and resistance groups other than white American men in World War II. World War II's weaponry is effective but well-worn. Coming across a rare rifle with a detachable grenade launcher or shotgun with incendiary shells felt like a treat. Sniping missions, on the other hand, were not. The sniper cover fire tasks you're assigned are often tedious, as are the few stealth missions. Still, it felt good to be a little vulnerable without exosuits and drones. I instead got to rely on my teammates for things like enemy callouts and artillery strikes. Teamwork is a nice substitution for technology. World War II's multiplayer may be set in a time without high-tech superweapons, but you'll still die fast, respawn fast, and kill fast. It's as satisfying a cycle as it's always been, especially when you do less dying and more killing, and the World War II setting does provide for interesting new player classes called divisions and a new standout mode.
I'll see you on the beach!
In World War II's new multiplayer mode, War, teams take on 3 to 4 usually fun tasks on either an offensive or defensive team. Excluding Operation Neptune, which feels like a far lesser version of the campaign's D-Day mission, it's a great addition, and I hope we see several new maps for it in the future. On the other hand, Hardpoint mode didn't make a good transition into World War II. The generally smaller maps mean that spawns and moving hardpoint spots are at odds with each other, which leads to too many opportunities for spawn killing. This thankfully didn't happen much in the other modes. Many of the 9 basic multiplayer maps feel too similar in design, however. They're small, long, mostly feature 3 lanes, and generally favor automatic rifles and SMGs. My favorite of the maps, Gustav Cannon, is one of the few open and large maps. Point du Hoc and Flak Tower are other maps that specifically make great use of the World War II setting. Headquarters, an in-game hub much like Destiny 2's Tower, is a great new space to test weapons and generally relax between matches. It's refreshing to see people of all races and at least 2 genders hanging out in Headquarters thanks to World War II's customization options, and I'm sure it would have helped the younger me feel less like an outlier in multiplayer. Divisions are a whole new leveling system on top of the character and weapon levels, and they've turned out to be a good addition that help further tailor loadouts to your individual playstyle. Every division rank gives you a unique perk in addition to your chosen basic training perk. Orders, contracts, random match bonuses, and earning rank levels can all reward supply drops or loot crates. While supply drop rewards are mostly cosmetic, I did unlock rare weapon skins that have a 10 to 15% soldier rank XP bonus per kill, though they're also unlockable through other means. If my experience is any indication, the supply drop rewards won't impact your game much. This iteration of the beloved 4-player co-op zombies mode pulls back the zaniness of Infinite Warfare's Zombies in Spaceland theme park in favor of a much creepier setting and well-acted characters.
Yeah, I know what I did, but hold your applause.
Like previous versions, Nazi Zombies is a dense puzzle that's a ton of fun to crack with friends while fighting zombies. It's a little more tense, but with even more upgrade systems and one-time use consumables, it can be easier than usual to survive Nazi Zombies' grueling waves of undead, as long as you have a team with mics. Frantically jumping and wasting bullets while shooting at objectives is not a good way to communicate. Whether you're crawling through the trenches in the campaign's D-Day landing, fighting on the competitive battlefields, or lopping off gruesome undead soldiers' heads in Nazi Zombies, Call of Duty World War II offers a surprisingly fast-paced and fun World War II experience. The campaign features a more personal story, while the new war multiplayer mode alleviates some of my frustrations with the generally small multiplayer maps. Of all the parts though, Nazi Zombies is a standout with its wonderfully creepy setting and puzzle-like tasks. It's mostly what you'd expect from a great Call of Duty game, and a near miss for a spot in the lineup of top Call of Duty games. For more on Call of Duty World War II, check out our 4 tips to dominate Nazi zombies and our Call of Duty graphics comparison.